we're going to talk about something that might just surprise you. A coin that could be sitting in your collection, or even in your pocket right now, and it's worth more than you'd ever expect. We're talking about the 2001 Mint Mark Kentucky Quarter Dollar. And get this, the rarest ones are worth as much as $2.2 million. How could a quarter be worth that much? Well, it's all about rarity and condition. The 2001 Kentucky Quarter, as part of the 50-state quarters program, was released by the U.S. Mint to celebrate Kentucky. It's part of a series of quarters that were issued between 1999 and 2008, each representing one of the 50 states. These quarters are not all created equal, though. Some are worth just a little bit more than face value, but others, well, they could make you a millionaire. The first thing we need to look at is the mint mark. That P on the back of the coin stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where the coin was struck. Most of the Kentucky quarters with a P mint mark are relatively common, and you can find them easily in circulation. These are still worth face value, just 25 cents. But here's the catch: not every coin is the same. A small number of these quarters have a special characteristic that makes them highly sought after by collectors. The answer lies in a rare error that occurred during production. Some of the coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint that year were mistakenly minted with an incorrect die, meaning the image on the coin was slightly off, or there were other imperfections in the way it was struck. It sounds subtle, but that's enough to make these coins incredibly rare. Now, here's the part that gets really exciting. When these error coins were first discovered, the value skyrocketed. These rare Kentucky quarters have been sold at auctions for as much as $2.2 million. That's right, $2.2 million for a single coin. How does something like this happen? It all comes down to demand. Numismatists, the experts in the field of coin collecting, are always looking for rare, unique pieces to add to their collections. When an error coin surfaces, especially one that is as rare as the 2001 Kentucky Quarter, it creates a bidding frenzy among collectors who want to get their hands on it. The rarer the coin, the higher the price. So, how do you know if you have one of these highly valuable coins? Well, it's all about examining the details closely. Look for any discrepancies in the design, especially the state outline or the text. Some error coins have misaligned or double designs, while others might have a part of the design missing altogether. If you think you have a rare one, the best thing you can do is get it professionally graded by an expert. But even if your 2001 Kentucky Quarter is not one of the rare errors, don't worry. Most of the coins from this series still hold some value, especially in good condition. The average price for a 2001 Kentucky Quarter is only a few bucks, but if yours is in pristine condition, never used in circulation, you could still fetch a nice little sum for it. If you're wondering where to sell your coins, there are a number of options. You can visit local coin shops, or better yet, try one of the big online auction sites like eBay. Be sure to do your research though, because finding the right buyer is key to getting the highest price possible. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to stress something important. If you're sitting on a coin collection, or even just a few old quarters, you could be sitting on a small fortune and not even know it. Collecting coins can be a fun hobby, but it can also be quite profitable. So, the next time you come across a 2001 Kentucky Quarter, take a second look. It might just be worth far more than 25 cents. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, make sure to like and subscribe for more tips and insights on the world of numismatics. Keep your eyes peeled, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next lucky collector to find a $2.2 million quarter. We're diving into a fascinating story about a rare coin, the 1965 Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar, which has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, with some examples now valued at up to a staggering $2.30 million. Before we get into why this coin has such an impressive value, let's take a step back and talk about what makes it so unique. As you probably know, most coins minted by the United States have a mint mark. The mint mark is a small letter, usually found on the front of the coin, near the date, and it tells you where the coin was made. Typically, we see mint marks like D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. However, in 1965, something unusual happened. That year, a batch of Washington quarters was struck without any mint marks. Now you might think, so what? Why does that matter? Well, here's where the story gets interesting. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. government made some significant changes to coinage production. The country was facing a coin shortage due to rising silver prices, and the U.S. Mint made the decision to stop using silver for coins. Instead, they switched to a copper-nickel clad composition, which is still used in quarters today. But amidst this shift, a certain number of 1,965 quarters were struck without a mint mark, possibly due to a production error or a special set of circumstances at the mint. As a result, these 1965 quarters became one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. If you happen to find a 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, it could be worth far more than the face value of 25 cents. In fact, the current market value for some of these coins has reached astronomical figures, up to $2.30 million. You might be wondering, why is it worth so much? Well, a few key factors contribute to its value. First, there's the rarity of the coin. Remember, only a limited number of 1,965 quarters were struck without a mint mark, and many of them have been lost, damaged, or simply never survived the decades in circulation. Second, there's the historical significance. This coin was struck during a transitional period in U.S. coinage, and the lack of a mint mark makes it even more intriguing to collectors. It's also important to note that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. If you find a 1965 no mint mark Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. However, even a worn coin can still command a premium over its face value, though not quite as much as a coin in mint condition. As always, if you think you might have one of these rare quarters, it's a good idea to have it appraised by a professional numismatist or coin expert. They can help determine its authenticity, condition, and value based on current market trends. In the end, this 1965 no mint mark Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting can surprise us. What seemed like a simple production error decades ago has now turned into one of the most exciting and valuable finds for collectors. And with the current market value pushing upwards of $2.3 million, it's clear that a rare coin can hold incredible worth, making it not just a piece of history, but a piece of financial opportunity as well. So, next time you're going through your spare change, keep an eye out for a 1965 Washington quarter. You never know, you might just have a small fortune in your pocket. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, be sure to subscribe and stay updated for more stories about the fascinating world of numismatics. We've got a fascinating topic to talk about for all you coin enthusiasts out there. Today, we'll be discussing the 1994 P mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin and its incredible value, which has reached a whopping $2.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2.4 million. Now, before we dive into that, let's break down how this coin went from a simple quarter dollar to a multi-million-dollar treasure. The 1994 Washington quarter is a part of the standard series of quarters minted by the U.S. Mint. Most of these quarters are valued at face value, just 25 cents. But that's where the intrigue comes in. There's a rare error among some of the 1994 quarters that has caused such a spike in value. As many of you might already know, Coins are valuable not just because of their age, but often because of rare mistakes, limited runs, or unique characteristics. The specific rarity of the 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar stems from a very rare and unique error that was found in a small batch of these coins. This error occurred due to a die break, where part of the die used to strike the coin cracked and caused an unusual, yet interesting, design flaw. The flaw resulted in a noticeable doubling of the mint mark, which makes this coin extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, you may be wondering how something so small could cause such a big difference in value. The answer lies in the principle of rarity. When a coin is struck with a mistake, especially one that isn't widespread, it becomes a prime target for collectors. The rarity factor combined with the unique nature of the error causes the price to skyrocket. The 1994 P Mint Washington quarter, with the doubled mint mark, is currently valued at an astounding $2.4 million. That's right, this quarter is worth more than most people's homes. But how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? Well, spotting the error might not be as easy as it sounds. The doubled mint mark is the key feature to look for. On a typical 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, you'll see the letter P stamped on the coin, signifying it was minted in Philadelphia. However, in the case of the rare error, the P appears to have a double image, making it stand out clearly as a unique and valuable piece. If you find a coin like this, you've got a treasure on your hands. Now, how does this $2.4 million valuation happen? Well, it all boils down to demand. There are only a few of these error coins out there, and collectors are constantly searching for them. The market for rare coins is competitive, and when a coin like this is found, it creates a frenzy. The $2.4 million value was established when one of these rare coins was sold at auction, and the demand from collectors pushed the price through the roof. It's also important to note that the market for rare coins can fluctuate. Prices can vary depending on factors like condition, rarity, and demand at the time of sale. A coin in pristine condition with no signs of wear will always fetch a higher price than one that has seen better days. But what does this mean for you, the coin collector or enthusiast? If you happen to come across a 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, it's worth taking a closer look. You might just have a gem hiding in your collection. It could be the find of a lifetime and a ticket to some serious wealth. Even if your coin doesn't have the doubling error, it could still be valuable, though not quite as much. But who knows? In the world of rare coins, anything is possible. So to sum it up, while most 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarters are worth just 25 cents, a few special ones have become incredibly valuable, thanks to a rare minting error. The coin with the doubled mint mark could be worth up to $2.4 million, making it one of the most valuable quarters ever found. If you're into coin collecting, keep your eyes peeled for these treasures, and who knows, you might just strike it rich. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, if you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll be back soon with more fascinating stories from the world of coins and collectibles. We have an exciting topic to discuss: the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter dollar coins. This coin has become a topic of interest for collectors and investors alike, and you're probably wondering, what makes this coin so special? Well, it's not just any regular quarter. In fact, some of these coins are now valued at a staggering $2.5 million. That's right, you heard me correctly, $2.5 million. Let's dive into why this coin has gained so much attention and value over the years. To start, let's talk about the basics. The 2021 D Mint Mark quarter is part of the United States Mint's regular coin production. The D stands for Denver, as the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is one of the two main facilities producing quarters for circulation. But there's more to this quarter than meets the eye. As with any coin, its value is driven by factors like rarity, condition, and historical significance. And in the case of the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter, it's the combination of all these factors that has made it a real gem in the world of coin collecting. The $2.5 million valuation we're seeing for this coin isn't necessarily for every 2021 D Mint Mark quarter. It refers to a very specific set of coins. You see, in 2021, the U.S. Mint released a special series of quarters celebrating different national parks and historic sites, known as the America the Beautiful Series. In the case of the 2021 D Mint Mark, the coin celebrates the National Tuskegee Airmen Monument in Alabama. This coin is unique because of its design, and more importantly, it has become rare due to a minting error. In some cases, these coins were produced with flaws that are incredibly rare, and these errors have driven the value up. For example, there have been reports of some of these coins having double dies or misaligned strikes. These types of minting errors are highly sought after by collectors and can result in incredibly high prices when the coin is in pristine condition. Let's talk about rarity for a second. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. The rarer a coin is, the more valuable it becomes, especially if it's in mint condition. The 2021 D Mint Mark quarter, due to its unique errors and limited production, falls into this category. To add to that, collectors want coins that have a history and are tied to important moments. The Tuskegee Airmen were pioneers during World War II, and this coin marks a significant piece of American history. So, not only does it have rarity, but it also has historical value. Now, you might be wondering, how can you spot a 2021 D Mint Mark quarter that could be worth millions? First, check the mint mark. It's located just below the "In God We Trust" inscription on the obverse side, near George Washington's neck. The D stands for Denver, as mentioned earlier. Next, inspect the coin for any noticeable errors. Look for things like a double die, a misaligned strike, or any other unusual marks or features that may make it stand out from regular quarters. These errors, especially if they are clear and noticeable, can significantly increase the value of the coin. If you think you might have a 2021 D Mint Mark quarter with a rare error, the first step is to have it professionally evaluated. You'll want a reputable coin grading service to assess its condition and confirm whether it's one of the rare varieties. Once you have confirmation, you could be holding on to a small fortune. However, be cautious of how you handle the coin. Proper storage is key. Keep it in a protective case and away from moisture or extreme temperatures. This helps maintain the condition of the coin and ensures it keeps its high value. The market for rare coins has been growing, especially in recent years. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that have historical significance, minting errors, and unique features. Auctions and online marketplaces are great places to find potential buyers for these high-value coins. If you decide to sell, there's a chance you could make a tidy profit. But remember, the price can vary depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. For coins that have significant errors, prices can soar, as we've seen with the $2.5 million valuations. To wrap it up, the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter is much more than just a regular piece of change. It represents a mix of history, rarity, and unique minting errors that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. While not every coin from this minting year will be worth millions, there are certainly a select few that can bring in staggering amounts. So, check your quarters carefully. If you happen to come across one of these rare finds, you might just be holding onto a coin that's worth more than you could ever imagine. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, happy hunting in the world of coins. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of coins, specifically the 2017 P Mint Mark Ozark Riverways quarter dollar. For collectors, numismatics enthusiasts, and those who appreciate the unique value of rare items, the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter is a remarkable piece that has generated a lot of attention recently. In 2017, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarter coins known as the America the Beautiful series. These quarters feature designs that commemorate significant national parks and historical sites across the country. The Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri was one of the locations honored in this series. The coin features a detailed and intricate design of a canoe floating on the current river with lush greenery surrounding the water. It captures the beauty of this national park and its serene, natural environment. What makes this particular coin so special is its mint mark. The P on the coin stands for the Philadelphia Mint, marking it as part of the first ever series of quarters to feature a P mint mark. The U.S. Mint had, for many years, omitted this mark from its quarters, so the 2017 P Mint Ozark Riverways quarter holds a unique place in American coinage history. But beyond its historical significance, there is something even more extraordinary about this coin today. The 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter has gained incredible value on the collector's market. As of now, some individual coins have sold for prices as high as $2.6 million. This is because of a rare error that occurred during its minting process. Some of these quarters were mistakenly produced with a very minor flaw that makes them incredibly scarce. In coin collecting, rarity and condition are crucial factors that determine value. When a minting error occurs, it can elevate the coin's worth exponentially. Now, you might be asking, how does a quarter from 2017 end up being worth millions of dollars? Well, the value stems from the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and the error itself. Not every 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter is worth millions, but a few specific examples have fetched extraordinary prices at auction. Coins with slight variations in their design or minting, such as incorrect die strikes or unusual features, are what make them especially sought after by collectors. It's important to note that most of the 2017 P quarters are worth only face value, or a small premium above that, if they're in pristine condition. However, a select few have become extremely valuable because of these minting mistakes. For many collectors, finding these rare specimens is like discovering hidden treasure. If you happen to have one of these rare 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarters in your collection, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a trusted numismatist. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades reflecting coins in better condition. The better the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in perfect mint condition, or what's known as MS-70, will fetch a significantly higher price than one that's worn down or damaged. Now, while it's true that finding one of these rare coins is a needle in a haystack situation, it's also a reminder that there's a world of hidden value out there. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to look into coin collecting, coins like the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter show us how unpredictable the market can be. So, if you have any old change lying around, it might be worth taking a closer look at those coins. Who knows? You could be holding on to a hidden gem that could turn into a small fortune. Remember, the world of coin collecting is vast, and there's always something new to learn. Coins, especially rare ones, can have incredible stories behind them and serve as reminders of our nation's rich history. In conclusion, the 2017 P Ozark Riverways quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a unique moment in American numismatic history, and for some lucky collectors, it's worth a small fortune. Whether it's for the beauty, history, or the potential to make a substantial return, this coin is a fascinating example of how rare finds can turn a simple object into something truly extraordinary. Thank you for tuning in and for diving into the world of coins with me. Keep an eye out for rare finds, and who knows? The next coin you discover could be the one to make you a millionaire. We're going to talk about a truly fascinating piece of American history, the 2002 P Mint Mark Tennessee $quarter. Now, I know you've probably seen a lot of quarters in your life, but this particular one could be worth much more than you ever imagined. We're talking about a coin that could fetch up to an astonishing $2.7 million in the current market. Yes, you heard that right. So, let's dive into the details of this remarkable coin. In 2002, the United States Mint released the Tennessee State Quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was designed to celebrate the individual states by creating a unique design for each state on the reverse side of the quarter. The Tennessee Quarter was the 16th coin released in the series, and it holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. On the reverse side of the Tennessee Quarter, you'll notice an image that is rich with symbolism. The design features an outline of the state of Tennessee, with 3 stars representing the state's 3 grand divisions: East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and West Tennessee. Surrounding the stars is the state's motto, Agriculture and Commerce, which reflects the state's contributions to both the agricultural and commercial sectors of the economy. Now, let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. You see, most quarters from the 2002 release are fairly common and can be found in everyday circulation. However, there are rare varieties of these coins, particularly those with an unusual feature, a minting error. In fact, the 2002 Mint marked Tennessee Quarter with a specific error is the one that could potentially bring in a jaw-dropping $2.7 million. The error in question is what's known as a double die, a type of minting mistake that occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once. This can cause the coin to have a slight doubling effect on some of the features, like the lettering or the design elements, making it stand out from other, correctly minted coins. While this error is rare, it does occur from time to time, and when it does, it can make the coin incredibly valuable to collectors. So, if you happen to come across a 2002 Tennessee Quarter, how can you tell if it's worth millions? Well, look carefully at the design. You'll want to examine the lettering and the stars to see if you can spot any doubling or distortion in the images. The mistake can be subtle, but it's there if you know what to look for. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this error so valuable? Why is this particular coin worth such an astronomical amount? The answer lies in rarity and demand. As with any collectible, the rarer the item, the more valuable it becomes. There are very few of these double-die Tennessee Quarters out there, and because they are in such high demand among coin collectors, the value skyrockets. It's also important to mention that the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Coins that are in mint condition, with little to no wear, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated and show signs of heavy use. A perfectly preserved 2002 Tennessee Quarter with a double die error could fetch millions, while one with significant wear would be worth far less. For many coin collectors, finding a rare error coin is the thrill of the hunt. If you're someone who enjoys collecting coins, or even if you've just inherited a box of old change, it might be worth your time to go through your collection and see if you have a hidden gem among your quarters. With the right knowledge and a sharp eye, you could be holding on to a coin worth far more than its face value. To wrap things up, the 2002 Mint marked Tennessee Quarter is a prime example of how a simple coin can become a valuable treasure. With the right features, a small mistake in its minting process can turn a common coin into a collectible worth millions. If you have one of these rare double die error coins, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So don't overlook the possibility. I hope you found today's video informative and exciting. If you're interested in learning more about other valuable coins or tips on coin collecting, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos coming your way. Remember, every coin has a story, and you never know when you might find a treasure right in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.